Sometimes I just need to practice without cables everywhere or bothering the rest of the house with my loud amps, keyboards, or electric drums. And that's where something like the Joyo wireless JW-07 2.4 gigahertz inner monitor shines. At a price point of around $36 at the time of this recording, this zero space, lightweight, inexpensive piece of gear is perfect for what I need it to do. So let's start with what comes in the box. One user manual, one transmitter, one receiver, one USB-A to dual USB-C charging cable. And that's it. And honestly, the box is small enough that whenever I'm not using it, I'm just going to store it in here. Now let's talk about the quality and the features. First, this unit can only be used mono, so if you run a stereo rig, you'll have to go look for something else. As far as durability, both the transmitter and the receiver are made of plastic, but they feel solid in my hands. On the actual receiver, there is a clip on there, but it is not spring-loaded, and so because of that, it doesn't really feel all that sturdy. Probably going to break if you try and do too much with it. On top of the receiver, only thing that's up here is a place to plug in your 1/8" cable. The front of the receiver has a dual purpose button. Hold it down and you get power. There are 4 channels. There's a green, blue, white, and red, and then each channel has 3 sub-channels that the unit automatically switches between to limit the chance for dropouts. Also on the front, there is another dual-use piece. Most of the time, it functions as a green battery level indicator, but when you change the volume, it actually turns yellow to indicate the level of audio. Speaking of volume, you can actually find the level adjustments on the side of the receiver, and on the other side, you find the charging port. Onto the transmitter. It is also plastic and has a very useful hinge mechanism, allowing this 1/4" male TS plug to actually fit really easily into most places. On the front of the transmitter, you'll find a similar dual-purpose button that functions the exact same as the receiver. But unlike the receiver, you won't find the battery indicator on the front of the transmitter. Instead, you'll find it on the side. And on the other side, you will find the charging port. Speaking of charging, you get a splitter charging cable so you can charge both devices at the exact same time. Also, the LEDs will blink green when charging and turn solid when the battery is fully charged. At a full charge, the unit is advertised to last an impressive 8 hours. And if you decide you need to go get a snack or answer the door while practicing, this unit is supposed to give you up to 65 feet of freedom. Now onto the subjective part, sound. And I listened using my practice earbuds, which are the CCA C12s. And I've mentioned this before, I totally recommend these. And if you want a nice quality earbud for about the same price as this in-ear monitor system, then there is an affiliate link down below. But I also tried it using my Tascam 200DX over-the-ear headphones. And I usually get great bass response, and it's usually very musical in the mids and the highs with both of these headphones. But with the JW-07, the lows were a little less defined, and the mids and the highs were also a little less articulate. Now that said, the sound quality was still very good and clear, but understandably not as good and as clear as my more expensive in-ear units. Also worth mentioning, I experienced no dropouts while I was using this. So whether I was at my home or in my rehearsal space, it was great. And that's where I feel like this unit shines. For rehearsal. Plug it directly into a pedal board, a modeler, a keyboard, the electronic drum kit, a portable speaker, maybe even the out on your computer and just let it rip. Use it at home, at band practice, or even in the studio. I mean, you could plug it into one of the outs on the soundboard and use it for your personal in-ear monitor for a band mix. But in my opinion, because it is plastic, because it has that questionable clip durability, it's only a 1/4" TS and not an XLR, it's part of the crowded 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. I personally would rather not rely 100% on this unit for gigging. But I would, and I do rely on it for rehearsal, or if I need to monitor myself while making a video, or if I want a little bit of freedom to roam around while I'm recording in the studio. All these places, I think it is perfect. So to sum it all up, for about $36, you really can't beat this product for what you get for your money. This is a good quality product. Well, that's all the time we have for the Tweed Couch Guitar YouTube channel. If you like what I do, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the podcast, the affiliate links down below, as well as our social media. But remember that you are your greatest asset. Until next time.